to sell our own idea. Surveying the literature, as Utrecht, 1995, observed that before you can advance the state of knowledge, you need to know what the state of knowledge is. It means before starting your research or claiming your knowledge that this is your creation or you have developed a particular type of the knowledge, you need to know what the state of the knowledge is or what kind of the knowledge is existing. So when you survey the literature, you are trying to create your own sense of what is known and what is not known about the subject. So whenever as a researcher we survey the literature, it means we are trying to create our own sense of what is known and what is not known. It means we are trying to get the idea that what kind of the information or the knowledge is available and what is missing. So when we review the literature, we usually report the work of the others. We report another author's idea by using paraphrase, by writing the summary of that work, by writing in a quotation marks, and the synthesis. And we use introductory phrases and reporting verbs to communicate our relationship to the ideas that we are reporting. So whenever we review any literature, we usually paraphrase the work of the others, or we give some summary of the previous work, or we use exact wording in the quotation marks, or we just write like a story, synthesize or merge various opinions of different people and then write some sort of the statement with the help of some reporting verbs. Just suppose compare, for example, Brown 1983 claims that a far more effective approach is, or another method to mention the work of the others, that Brown 83 points out that a far more effective approach is, according to the Brown, whatever the approach we are mentioning here. So the purpose of literature review, the overall purpose of literature review is to discover the knowledge. Why we are reviewing the literature? The purpose is just we want to discover the available knowledge. So the aim of the literature review for thesis writers is to show a thorough professional grasp of the area. It means by reviewing the literature, you will have the grip on the available literature or the knowledge, just like it helps you to identify the relevant literature, relevant with your research. It helps you to identify the key ideas, school of thoughts, debates and problems. Means what are the key ideas related with the area or the topic you are, or the research you are going to start. What are the different school of thoughts, different opinions people are holding regarding your topic. What kind of the debate is there and what are the problems existing. It helps you to choose, it shows understanding of main theories in area and how applied. It also helps us to understand of main theories in the area of my research or our research and how these theories are applied. It helps us to evaluate previous research. It helps to avoid unintentional replication of another study. It helps you to avoid to repeat the same sort of the work. Incorporates newly published research while thesis is in progress. It helps you to incorporate the newly established concepts given by different people. And to justify your research, second point of the literature review is helping us, it helps us to justify our research. It identifies gaps in current knowledge, what is missing in the knowledge bar, what kind of the knowledge is missing. It establishes the need for your research. The literature which you survey will help you to mention or to define your research, that why it is required or why it is necessary to conduct the research. Help define focus and boundaries of your research. It will also help you to focus on your areas and also limitations of your research. To identify second point, the third point is to justify your approach. The literature survey, the purpose of the literature survey is also that when you review the literature, when you study the material written by the other researchers, it will help you to justify your approach. Whatever the method or approach you are using in your research, the literature will help you to justify. Discuss various approaches to a topic related with yours, placing your study in context. In that context, in the context of the previous studies, explains your choice of theoretical framework and methodology. And the fourth purpose of the literature review is that to synthesize literature in the appropriate academic style, to provide a well-structured account of the literature which follows the logical progression, provides a well-argued account that supports your research question, provides a well-written account, meticulously referenced, means in detail. So, what are the steps involved in the searching of the literature? To determine concept, issue, topic, problem, first you must have some sort of the concept, some sort of the issue in your mind, some sort of the topic or some sort of the problem in the mind. Nowadays we are lucky to have the computers, laptops. So conduct computer and or hand search. Weed out irrelevant sources before printing. When you simply put something, some topic, some idea in the Google, within the fraction of the second you will receive thousands of the different material, related material, even not necessary that every material is relevant to yours, so it will be in front of you. And in the other countries, the researchers are also asked that how much time you have spent to conduct the literature survey, and the speed of the network and the time they spend is also very important. So when you search on the computer, especially the Google or any other searching engine, then you need to weed out irrelevant sources before printing. You cannot print each and every material. If I suppose write the determinants of foreign direct investment, then I will receive thousands, even the millions of the articles or the materials. If I start printing everything, I have more than goods train material. So, as a researcher, you need to find out the relevant material and weed out or just throw away the irrelevant material. Organize sources from printout for retrieval. Whatever the material you have printed or whatever the printed sources you have, you need to organize that related with your topic or idea, or the problem or the issue within the fraction of the second, and then from that material you have to sort out that which material to print, because you cannot print each and every material. If you print, it will cost you almost the budgets of the universities and almost the goods train printed material. So then, whatever the printed sources you have, organize sources from printout for retrieval. Organize your printed sources so that you can easily retrieve or you can easily refer or go back whenever required to arrange that material in a proper way. Retrieve relevant sources. Whatever the relevant sources are, they retrieve them. Just keep them in a very ready shape. So conduct preliminary reading, initial reading, and weed out irrelevant sources. Then again, start reading. Initially start reading, the material which you have sorted out, and again sort out the irrelevant material. Then critically read each source. Whatever the source you have selected, critically read it. Summarize and critique each source. Synthesize critical summaries. Whatever the summaries you have critically written, then synthesize them, merge them. There are 4 analysis tasks of the literature review. Whenever we review the literature, the 4 tasks are: of the literature review are summarize, synthesize, critique, and compare. So these are the 4 tasks of the literature review. As a researcher, you need. So what is the critical review? The knowledge doesn't exist in a vacuum, and your work only has value in relation to other people's. Your work and your findings will be significant only to the extent that they are the same as or different from other people's work and findings. Knowledge is not existing in a vacuum, and whatever the work you are giving, whatever the work you are performing, is only value only when it is in according to the previous findings or against the previous findings, is said by the Jenkos. So what is meant by critical? It refers to the work by recognized experts in your chosen area. Means you need to refer the work of the experts of your area of research. Consider and discuss work that supports and or opposes your idea. You need to consider the articles or the research work of the authors which support, means which is in your opinion or in your favor of your opinion, or which is against your opinion or your would-be opinion. So make reasoned judgments regarding the value of others' work to your research. Make reasonable judgments about the work of the others as compared to yours. Support your argument with valid evidence in a logical manner. Distinguish clearly between fact and opinion. Now the paraphrasing. Another purpose of the literature review means the responsibility of the literature reviewer is the technique the researcher is using is the paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is writing the idea of another person in your own words. Means we are changing the wording or the language of the other person, but we may keep the concept same. You need to change the words and the structure, but keep the meaning same. Just suppose example. Original text. Memory is the capacity for sorting and retrieving, storing and retrieving information. Paraphrase. Memory is the facility for keeping and recovering data. This is one of the examples that how we are changing the language or wording and keeping the same. Then the third technique is the summary. The summary is a shortened version of text. Means when we review or study the article of 50 pages or 20 pages or 10 pages or whatever the size of that material, it's a shortened version of that material, text. It contains the main points in the text in which, in your own words, it is a mixture of reducing a long text to a short text and selecting relevant information. Means by using this summary method, we reduce the size of the text and only selecting the relevant information and the material. A good summary shows that you have understood the text. But the good summary must have the ability, it shows that the researcher or the reviewer has understood the concept and understood the text clearly. Example, suppose original text, people whose professional activity lies in the field of politics are not on the whole prominent for their respect for factual accuracy. And the summaries politicians often lie. Synthesis is the fourth technique. As a literature, this is one of the most difficult and very important method of the literature review and literature writer. The synthesis is a combination, usually a shortened version of several texts made into one, which is like the storytelling. It contains the important points in the text and is written in your own words. We mix various opinions and just like in a smooth manner. To make a synthesis, you need to find suitable sources and then to select the relevant parts in those sources. You will then use your paraphrase and summary skills to write the information in your own words. The information from all the sources is to fit together into one continuous text.